Hello everybody and welcome back to the K-Map channel. This is Kay Kritiques. If you're new here, Kay Kritiques is a segment on this channel where we discuss all things South African television. So please do subscribe, like, comment, and make sure that you hit that notification bell so that you are notified every single time I post a new video. Now, you guys might have noticed that some of the wife videos on the channel have disappeared. There was a copyright claim, so I took them down, but I will be re-uploading them soon. So if you want to catch up, you can always go back. I will try and link them in the cards up above when I have re-uploaded them. But for today, let us get into The Wife episode 34 to 36. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this week's episodes were giving filler. It was feeling like filler episodes and they were all over the place. Like there was no sole focus and there was nothing driving the story forward. I think it was just like episodes that were just filling the gap until we reach the climax, which is coming up very soon. But nothing in this story of this week actually drove the story forward. But without any further ado, let us get into the mess of my girl Hlomu. I'm going to start with her because she has the biggest mess of this week. The episodes pick up with Hlomu dealing with the consequences of what actually happened, that she endangered Umtanya's life, and that Umtanya is in the hospital because of her. And like I was saying, it's either she's going to be finding her journey towards healing or she's going to use alcohol to try and fix her problem. And she did try and take a sip of wine, but then remembered what happened and remembered her brother's words, Ulanga, where he was like, alcohol is not going to solve your problems. Like, you're drunk out of your mind and your child needs you right now. So she decides to throw away all the alcohol that is in the house, or all the wine that is in the house. And we actually see her breaking down and coming to the realization of, I think, her realizing that, what have I become? Like, what am I becoming right now? Like, this is not me, right? And shortly after that, we do get her going to Isangoma on her own and paying Isangoma not to tell Mqhele or any of the other family members about the consultation. And in the consultation, discovers, or rather it is confirmed, that Qhawe is Mtanya's father, and Qhawe is livid because he asked, is Mtanya my child? And he's like, you made a fool out of me in front of my brothers and all this other crap. But yeah, they do what needs to be done for Mtanya's sake. And Mqhele is told lies by the Sangoma that because he beat up Hlomu and that there is a child that lost their life, he has to then atone to Abapanzi. And he was very remorseful. He seemed remorseful. He only seemed remorseful only when the ancestors were the ones asking him to atone. But he was never ever going to atone before that, which is what angered me. Because as soon as the Sangoma actually told him that you are not Mtanya's father and Qhawe is the one who is Mtanya's father, he went back to his angry, abusive, possessive self. He's like, yeah, sure, I beat her, but why would she sleep with my brother? Like, you're not taking accountability for your actions in all of this. Like, Hlomu wouldn't have sought comfort in other men had you not done what you did. But then I have to give props to Wiseman Ngcobo. Wiseman Ngcobo really killed it this week with the emotions that he portrayed, the way in which you could see his sorrow and you could see his turmoil. He played Mqhele beautifully this week. I mean, every other week, but this week, I can really give him props and be like, wow, this guy is a phenomenal actor. So I'm gonna give him props for that. But as Mqhele, Like, I'm gonna bash you every single chance I get, my brother. Yeah, as Mqhele, I'm gonna bash Mqhele every single chance I get. But I have to give credit where credit is due. Wiseman Ngcobo really killed it this week. Hands down. But anyways, so he discovers that he's not Mtania's father. Qhawe starts now, you were drunk driving with my child. Give me back my child. I'm taking Tanya from you. It was a huge thing. And let me tell when Hlomu calls Mqhele home, Qhawe wants to take Tanya. And when Mqhele arrives and they start fighting, that fight scene, they fought for like 5 minutes on screen. I was laughing because their fight was so ridiculous. Comedy. But this was the fight that we needed. We needed Qhawe to beat Mqhele's ass. We needed him to beat Mqhele's ass for all the times that Hlomu was beaten. And also, I just love it when Mqhele gets beaten up. Like, it just validates my soul. Like, it just gives joy to my heart. Like I was saying, nothing really of significance happened. Like, I was already suspecting that Qhawe was the father of Tania's child, and I knew that they would never ever let it go hanging. Ukuthi Qhawe and Hlomu slept together. And then when you have Naledi asking, do you have any baby mamas that I need to know about? I just knew that it was foreshadowing what is happening right now. Like, it was just a little hint that, yeah, Qhawe is going to have an unexpected baby mama. And we all knew that he hadn't slept with anyone in the show so far. So it had to be Hlomu. While I'm speaking about Naledi, her story arc really didn't have a lot happening. It was just the Zama story coming back to bite them in the ass. And Nkosana is hiding the fact that he was the one who is responsible for the blast for obvious reasons, because people were killed and it's bad reputation, and obviously it's illegal mining, so they might go to jail for it. So we also discover that the real Tabeng doesn't have any money, which to me is like, why are you so adamant that Naledi runs a kingdom with no funds? Like, why are you so adamant that she runs the kingdom like with no money, when you can obviously see that she's so generous? And Nkosana is trying by all means to deter Naledi from finding out that he's the one responsible. Naledi is busy spending money, like, we're going to build you houses, we're going to compensate you, we're going to bury the people who died in the mines. I'm like, hey, Bana, with whose money? But yeah, that was basically Naledi's story, like her helping out at the clinic with the Zamazamas. And Teddy is drowning in her grief. She is drowning in grief, and she's still in the first stage of grief, which is denial. She doesn't believe that Silo is dead. She doesn't believe that Silo is dead. To her, Silo is alive and is right next to her, which is kind of worrying. But I kind of get it. Like, Silo just passed on, and for the past 3 months, I would say, because they say 3 months has passed, nobody's really paying attention to her. Nobody's helping her through the grief. No therapy, nothing. No conversations. Nobody's just allowing her to cry. She has to bottle it in because nobody's paying attention to her. So she seems kind of out of it. And Bhuti confesses his undying love to Naledi, but then it also becomes something that is not of significance, because he plays it off like it was a prank, it was a joke. And I'm like, okay, but what was the whole point of that? And then you have Sefako this side, who is jealous of Tsietsi, because he can see that Tsietsi is in love with Naledi. And in the end, Sefako proposes, and I'm actually very shocked. I'm like, Sefako and Naledi are still together? I thought we were trying to find a way to bring them back together with Qhawe. But anyways, they got engaged, and that was how the episode ended. other things that happened is that Tanya did eventually wake up, and you had Xoli's mom, Khumalo, come to the Zulu household, and they want to execute their plan. But you can see that the Zulu family is just the whole circus right now. And Xoli, I think she's starting to she's fallen in love with Usambulo, which is why she doesn't want to execute this plan, because she's, I guess, is like, no, let's wait. Wait for what? What are we waiting for? I want them to die one by one. So they want to X or off the Zulu family and then take their money and live happily ever after. But I feel like, I don't know if Xoli is actually going to go through with it, or she's going to turn against her mother for love. Because you know these Zulu wives, they're always choosing daughter over family. So I won't be surprised. I actually won't be surprised if she decides to turn against her mother and actually side with the Zulu family. Which is what I'm guessing will happen, just so that everybody can have a happily ever after. Oh, and also Omdala came back at the end. Like, what the F is going on here? Like, what are you guys doing? And then, yeah, that is how it ended. But yeah, guys, that was The Wife, season 3, episode 34 to 36. Please do let me know down in the comment section down below, what was your favorite part of the episode. For me, it was Qhawe and Mqhele fighting. That was the best part of the episode. I don't know, it was funny to me. Like, I couldn't take them seriously. They were just like clowns. But yeah, for me, it was just a comedic scene. I know it wasn't meant to be comedic or funny, but it was just funny to me. I don't know. But yeah, guys, do let me know down in the comment section down below any theories you have for the following episodes, what you enjoyed about the episode, and what you think was a scene or anything that you didn't understand or something that you didn't like. And also, please do like, comment, subscribe, turn on that notification bell so that you are notified every single time I post a new video. And I will see you guys in the next one.